Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
2-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Handoff here from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And he cannot escape defense with a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's complete downfield. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
But Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Breaking through defenders. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Powerful running into the secondary. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that effective defense.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. You're going to pull it down and run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house. A pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback. And then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
The extra point makes it 28-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense behind the sticks, facing a second and long. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. That's good for a first down near the 40.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. You think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The tight end has got it. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to chuck it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Michigan. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Who makes the grab? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? He shreds the tackle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. Got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. He'll drop back here on third down. Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. They go with a direct snap. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I'd really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice 1st down.
The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense really clicking.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Handoff to the back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's the throw deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, close to coming up with a big play. I love this call here to start this second half because I think it not only do you come close to hitting a big play, but I think it also pushes those safeties back. It can open up the running game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Running back has it on a screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. Press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the returner is brought down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? Fights off a defender. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Unleashes the stiff arm.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
The Wolverines line up with a 1st and goal.
Easy.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense brings it down. Second down and goal upcoming.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Gives it to the back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Important second down play coming up. Handoff heading left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So fourth down and 12. The offense is on the field to go for it. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this.